Robert Douglas plays, Black Michael. The one, you know, the Duke Michael, whose mother was not exactly welcome in court circles, right. So he couldn't.
He was as
tonight the feast is set for Rudolph, but it is Michael who will sit in his place.
No, Michael was, as they used to say in Europe, born on the wrong side of the blanket. Yes, I love it.
We didn't have that problem in the SCA. You came to the throne the Uribella. If you won a match, if you were a good sword jockey, you reigned for 6 months. Meanwhile, the seneschal ran everything.
Actually recruit the lineage and get them kingship.
Well, as far back as I can go, one of my on my mother's side. No, excuse me, on my father's side, General Michael Sobolov was a collateral cousin of my father's family, who was the chief of staff of the Russian general who took the Turkish surrender at the finale of the Russo-Turkish War of 1877.
Yes, but that
what happened to the cup? There is my cup.
No, not for the SCA. That's just my own.
Thank you very much. See you later.
I found out I had somebody who was, you know, probably wound up as a general. Because you know why? Because they had German teachers from the German military academies who were hired by the Tsar's government to train these guys. That's why the regiments will march like, you know, Germans.
I have to say, however, that in all the remakes of Prisoner of Zen, I still say, to me, now this is all a matter of opinion. I mean, you
remember when they finally unsheathed their sabers? He says, "It's no use. I can't get used to the idea of fighting with furniture. Where did you learn it?" So Stuart Granger says, "On the playing fields of Eton. Now I see how much I miss by not going to Eton." Well, at least you did Eton one favor. Oh, what's that? You didn't go to Eton. Here's your last fencing lesson. Play actor. Watch your head.
I love it. I still think James Mason was
so
a great
cool.
sound.
He is so cool. Did you see at the end where he says it's getting too much like the playing fields of Eton? He throws his saber at him. He knocks it out of the way.
Now,
that's after he pinks him in the arm. So he says, "I'll return to fight another day, play actor."
And he dives off
and he does
the tower.
Perfect swan dive into the moat. The guy has class. I don't care what you say. He's a killer. He's a murderer. Whatever. He's got class. The guy's got. You know what he reminded me of? In the War Murderers in the Traitor Corps.
Yes. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, to me, and I was once in a discussion when we were talking about who has class.
Oh yeah.
Who really has, in the movie Quo Vadis, Petronius has class.
Leo Gen, he's great.
When Petronius, for example, realizes that his days are numbered, he calls together a group of his friends, and they're going to have a farewell.
Last banquet.
And the last banquet. And this is when, of course, he commits suicide, and of course the slave
who was in love with him
doesn't
want to let him go without, and she'll go with him into the other world.
His wild little slave from the Pyrenees, or from Iberia,
from Spain. I remember.
And she always called, and she never called him master. She always called him by his first name. And then, of course, he writes this letter to is it Caligula Nero?
Oh.
He writes this letter to Nero.
Yes.
And I love this.
Peter Ustinov, right?
I love this letter. He says,
class.
and I love this first line. I memorize this. To be born in your reign is a miscalculation.
Yes.
To die in it is a joy. And then he goes on to say, I pray that you continue to do all the things that have made you the monster that you are. Befoul the Caesars. Kill, rape, pillage, burn, matricide, incendiary.
Sounds like Vikings.
Yeah, incendiary, whatever. But please, for the love of the gods, do not write any more poetry.
Oh my God!
I mean,
he thinks he's God's gift to the art of poetry.
I mean, he was a lousy singer.
Terrible.
But you know, here's the funny thing. Tradition says that Nero played the fiddle. No.
He played
the bagpipes. The tibia utricularis is the Roman bagpipe. I know this because I did a major piece for a folklore publication which was published once.
Really?
On bagpipe folklore.
They had that in his time?
Yes.
Oh,
that's where bagpipes go, my friend.
I know bagpipes are European. They're not just Scottish.
No, they go Indian. No.
Really?
Listen, there were mouth-blown pipes as early as 3000 BCE.
Wow.
And animal bags were attached to them. Alexander the Great used to not run away, but used to wander from. One of the things that annoyed his Athenian tutors, because of course Philip realized that he just wasn't going to be a king. He needed him to be a king with smarts.
He was trying to turn him into a Greek from
He wasn't a Greek, exactly.
Macedonia was from the sticks. These guys were from the sticks.
The Macedonians were barbarians. They were shepherds.
Yeah.
And so he farmed them out to Athenian tutors. But Alexander didn't want any of that. he would go into the hills and play and listen to the shepherds playing their
Not the
pipes.
syrinx?
No. Oh, no. The syrinx is something else again.
But it's with a bag.
Yes, but these were the Macedonians were the first to have the pipes with animal bags.
I see.
From goats. As a matter of fact, you'll get
an articulated chanter?
Yes.
Wow.
And I'll tell you something. There was a T-shirt. A friend of mine once went to a music festival in Bulgaria at a place called Koprishtica. It's a big festival they held every 5 years. And he bought a T-shirt. I love it.
Oh God! You know what that reminds me of?
Wait a minute. You gotta hear this.
Howard's the black colossus, the black stone. You know, the unersprechlichen Kulten by Van Junst.
Yes.
And they have a girl sacrificed to this horrible toad-like thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, anyway.
That's what that name reminds me of.
Anyway,
It's Balkan.
Anyway,
you don't know what goes on in the Balkan. You want to stay out of the Balkans if you can.
But anyway, so he got a T-shirt that shows a picture of a Macedonian bagpipe, and it has a goat bag under the chanter. It has a goat bag, and a picture of a Macedonian bagpipe player with a smile on his face, and underneath it says, "Real men blow dead goats."
Women well and we kill all the same to she.
What would a FISTFA be without Rodriguez? I swear to God. Let me fill up here.